I'm super excited about my 2025 journal. I've seen so many things materialize that I've specifically written in my journal that have come to fruition within a year, even 6 months. And I'm not suggesting that when you write something down in your journal and you close it, then everything just works out in your life. But what I am suggesting is that you are far more likely to notice opportunities and to become more aware of things when you have your goals, the vision for your future and your goals written down, and you revisit it regularly. So sit with your journal, go through the pages. In my journal, you will find action boards. They're like little mini vision boards throughout my journal. I have the whole front section where I dedicate to, putting images of things that I want, and I touch those images and I feel what it would feel like. For example, to have extra money. How would it feel to give better gifts to my loved ones? How would it feel to surprise a family member with a delivery to his or her work that says, "Hey, I'm thinking about you, and here's some flowers," or something. Like, don't just write it down, but feel it. Feel it, visualize it, and revisit it very, very often. That's the trick. That is truly the trick. I don't know if it's Jim Rohn that said, act as if, or Brian Tracy, one of the great thought leaders, had this sort of quote or idea, and it's act as if. So act as if it's already happened. Act as if you already have the money. Act as if you are a happy family getting together. This is what you find. Cash is throughout my journal, and it took me a long time to work through my sort of money mindset issues, because even saying out loud that I desired wealth or more money, I always associated it with a level of greed, which is ridiculous, because I know for a fact the more money I have, the more good I do, the more generous I am. And I've seen that personally from my own personal experience with having smaller amounts of money. I'm still generous and kind and giving. So imagine the more I make, the more generous we are. And it's actually very beautiful. And I do want to treat some family and friends to some shows. I want to give envelopes of cash. Like when you come to my house for a party and we play a game, you have the opportunity of winning an envelope of cash. Now, right now, that is something that we do, and we've been doing a little while now. If you come to our home for a family party, you might find $5 under your chair, or you might play a game and win an envelope of $10. But I want those stacks to be bigger. I want my family to win $50 or $100 when they come to my house, and our friends and family and our neighbors. Extremely generous with others. And that's why I know it's not greedy or selfish to desire more money and financial freedom, because you can do a lot of great things with it. What else will you find in my journal? So my journal, of cash. It's like cash prop, and I create bookmarks with it. I have it on my wall, and it's to remind me that money flows freely and easily, and we're not meant to hoard it. It's not just for me to keep to myself. It's meant to go out there. It's meant to be in flow. So what else will you find in my journal? You're going to find my goals, paying down a mortgage, a certain value before 2026 or the end of 2025. I've got goals to have 10,000 subscribers on either this platform here or LinkedIn, because those are the two places, the only two places that I use, but also where I want to share the content of wonderful thought leaders and people that have really made a difference in my life through their books, through their podcasts, through their quotes, and through their legacy. And on LinkedIn and here on YouTube is where I share those things. So I want 10,000 subscribers, so I know that there are 10,000 opportunities for people to see this valuable content and come along on this journey to grow and evolve as a person and become more expansive. I also have a little adventure list of the things I want to do in 2025. I want to drive standard. I want to do the CN Tower Edge Walk. I want to go taste some wine at a wine tasting in a vineyard. I'm not really a fan of wine, so this is definitely stepping out of my comfort zone. I would love to visit a new country. I've never been before. I want to learn a piano song, and I want to be on some form of a stage, whether it's sharing ideas or whatever that looks like. I'm not certain, but I have it in here as one of my goals for 2025. Maybe on stage, like, hey, welcome, Robin, to the stage. No, not that kind of stage. But anyway, what else will you find in my journal? So you're going to actually find journal pages in my journal, a section where I would write about the day, write about my thoughts, write about my dreams. You're also going to find tons of gratitude areas where I write down things I'm grateful for. I also have a portion of my journal for good luck or synchronicities where I write down really cool things that have happened. Like, for example, when we saw the numbers 50-50 and we made a conscious effort that we were going to a Christmas party that night and we were going to win the 50-50 draw, and they announced our name to win shortly after we got there. It was unbelievable, because in the past I would have said something like, hey, I don't win things very often, or I never win anything. But I'm not saying that anymore, because that's not true. I am a winner and I do win things very often. So I think the way we speak about our lives and ourselves become our expectations, and our expectations become our reality. It's like the brain and the mind have to be coherent. So if you say like, hey, only bad things happen to me, then your brain will search and seek out confirmation that only bad things happen to you. So I'm using that science, that data, that information in the reverse. And I hope you can too. You're going to find quotes in my journal because I'm like the biggest quote nerd ever. So you will find quotes and affirmations in my journal. And for example, life loves me. Life loves us. I learn from everything. We are blessed. Good luck follows me. And we meet the best people. Each year gets better and better. Money flows freely and easily. We get through things stronger. Also going to find journal prompting questions like write a letter to the universe, or what would you do if you knew you couldn't fail, or write a letter to money. These journal prompts really help when you're kind of stuck and not sure what to do. I really love that. In my journal, you'll also find a list of things that I can do when I have free time, just to kind of give me an idea. So record fashion videos, learn about stocks and penny stocks and investments. Instead of picking up your phone or sitting on the couch to watch a movie, have some ideas for when you've got that free time, some things that you can do that's more constructive with that time. And you will feel not only your life progressing, but it will feel more valuable to you when you spend your time with intention. What else will we find in my journal? Oh yeah, lots. Oh, I actually have a section in my journal for content creation and ideas and scripts and things I want to write about and things I want to share, because the truth is, these things come to me every single day, and if I don't write it down or record a video, it's like it gets lost in the ether of ideas. And when it's time to come sit down and write something or record a video, I'm like struggling for ideas. Meanwhile, millions of them go through my mind throughout the day. So I really want to be more intentional and have more of a habit when it comes to content creation, and really dedicate time and energy into it, because I do love it so much. And I consider it a hobby. So if it does end up helping someone else, how amazing would that be?